There we go. Okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Starfield. And I noticed something shortly before starting stream, which is... none of these people care about their continued mortal existence. Didn't even get a bounty for any of that. Right, so... let's just reload that. Okay, so... Starfield has recently released the Terran Armada DLC. I know it's a much maligned game, but it's one I've kind of enjoyed, so I figured I'd go ahead and give this a crack. Now, I am using a fair number of mods, and I will absolutely make use of the console as needed. There are going to be points in time where I do need to use the console because it's a Bethesda game. There are bugs, which are really just part of the charm, right? Right. Anyway. I'm gonna start out in the lodge. This character is pretty much max level. I've got all of the powers unlocked on him. I put like 600 hours into this game. So I've been through all the different universes. I've got pretty much all the skills unlocked, which I totally did legitimately. I swearsies. I absolutely went through their idiotic bullshit of having to do a challenge before I could put another point in every single time. What would ever lead you to believe otherwise? Purely ridiculous. And yeah, I totally legitimately got this drumbeat. I did not just sort of give myself a whole bunch of X-Tech so I could play with the system and see how ridiculous a gun I could make. Though this, even with all of this, is not my most ridiculous gun. My most ridiculous gun is still the weapon I got from Shattered Space that I tricked out, but haven't fully improved. So yeah, no, absolutely 100% completely vanilla, legitimate playthrough. Yes, this is also a mod here to get my inventory to not look like utter bullshit, but actually be something usable. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm sure I've got a mod that's giving me that ridiculous amount of carry weight. I cannot remember what it is. And yeah, I've got nothing further to add to that. Alright, so they've added a number of things in this game since I last played it. One of the most prominent... oh yeah, Andresia looks a bit different because I used the Synthetica mod for that. Anyway, one of the things they did was they added a sort of vault you can stick things into to have them as you go between universes. Yet another thing that modders figured out to do that should have been in the base game, but wasn't. Anyway. Let's see, let's just select that quest. A lot of these activities are small quests I've done in previous universes. I'm not going to do them here. And I'm also not going to do any of this Power from Beyond, or One Giant Leap, or Light in the Darkness. I'm not doing any of that. So this is the first one we're actually going to do. Also, I do have Survival turned on, and I haven't eaten or drank anything in a while. So I'll just sort of take care of that. Food, food, food. There it is. Yes. Dessert. Perfect. Alright. So, what do I need to build this thing? Apologize secrecy, disaster reveals only to you, yada yada. 10 quantum essences, an adaptive frame, isocentered magnet, and tau grade rheostat. Do not put a grav drive in it. I can't put a grav drive in it because those aren't items I can pick up, so that is a completely superfluous warning. Anyway, yeah, this is another mod that just gives me a shit ton of money, which I don't really need, because I've already got 5 million credits, but hey, what's a few more million credits? Gimme, gimme, and gimme. Alright, cool. So I need an adaptive frame, a rheostat, and...
Hey, let me know when you're ready to take me along with you.
Yeah, sure, kid. Game totally has programming to allow me to do that eventually. That's another mod for Guyver Armor. If you're not old enough to know what that is, don't worry about it. It's not important. And yes, I also used another console command. yeah, it's a console command to just have a bunch of material available. Take all, yes. Yes, of course I want to take all. This is a brilliant idea and absolutely won't screw me over. I am carrying, yeah, okay, I am carrying like 5,000 in weight. How do I have 1,500 in carry weight available? Confused by this. Also got a mod in here that'll allow me to make a whole bunch of different clothing items that are native to the game. It's needed an adaptive frame. ISO-centered magnet. And rheostat. Just put all that material back. Where's store all? RB. That also put away the things I just made though, didn't it? Anyway, that made, I can now go ahead and make the vault that'll last between universes. And there it is. If I had more essence, I could apparently upgrade it and expand its size up to, I think, about 200. But I don't have enough souls from other Starborn to be able to do that right now. So for the moment, we are just not going to be doing that. Instead, we're going to head on to something else. So I've added a fair number of different little bits and bobs with the Terran Armada and the free lanes, one of which is actually pet animals, which you can purchase a couple of them over in the residential district here. Initially, with the Terran Armada, there was a broadcast basically telling you that, hey, the Terran Armada has arrived and assaulted a luxury liner, and yes, it's all terrible. Can you go help us out with that? We'll be doing that in a bit. First, we're going to get ourselves a platypus and a guinea pig. At least I think that's a platypus. Nope, nope, that's too many eyes. That's some sort of weird hybrid of a spider and a platypus. That's honestly rather horrifying. And to get one of these little animals, you have to go buy the kibble. Then place it at a certain location, then wait a certain amount of time, and then it'll show up, you can collect it. I always forget how long it takes to get around these places. Alright, drop the kibble. And now the part of the quest I freaking hate. I have to actually wait real time for it to show up. Well, kind of. You have to leave the area and wait like several hours to a day before it'll actually show up and you can collect it. Still kind of annoying. I feel like it wouldn't have killed them to just, like, let you buy the things outright. Like, why do we have to go through this dog and pony show of, hey, you bought the kibble, great! Now you can go and place it somewhere, and then you can wait a while, and then you can have it. Just, what's the point of this? I don't understand that. Of course, I've hurt myself, so I need to fix that. Sure. Anchored immobilizer. Why not? Wait, can't I also recruit the lady in here as a companion now?
New Atlantis is a really safe city, which is cool.
The lives of nearly every individual in the settled systems are so heavily influenced
Hey.
by what goes on in
Hi.
this building.
I don't really know how to respond
Nobody does.
to hey? What are you doing here?
Trying to get a job at Galbank. It's the big building with the word Galbank on it.
You don't say.
Yeah, you'd think so, but sorry, not a Galbank. Anyway, yeah, I'd like to be a banker. It'll be fun.
Madam, I don't think you have had fun a single day in your life.
Because magic isn't real, which means I can't be a necromancer. I figured being a soul-sucking banker was the next best thing.
Hold that
See
thought.
you around.
Wait, did that not work anymore? Did they take that one out? They took it out. That's lame. Or wait. Hang on. Now it works? Why are the people outside still alive? Let's try this again. Huh. Surprising number of people are just immune to kill all. He's not. See, you can totally be a necromancer. Except, he's not the same as he used to be.
I want to raise a pet, but only because an army of skeletons is out of the question.
Yeah, apparently it is. I mean, I just tried the only way I know how to do it, and it did not work, so, yeah, okay. Necromancy is, in fact, no longer an option.
I'll see you around.
Oh, I'm not going anywhere. Just shut up. Wait,
I
no,
need to find
talk
a
to me,
store
rather.
with good watercolors. I like the way they bleed on the canvas.
Right.
Why?
Because I hate myself.
Guess we have that in common. All right. I like
Oh,
to
sweetheart,
paint,
you're just so edgy.
crochet, pretty much hate everything else. You're starting to grow on me, though. Like a fungus. But I like mushrooms. Guess that's the third thing.
I feel like this woman is either over-medicated or needs medication, and I'm not sure which.
Yeah. Find a gal bank teller and deposit all your creds into my bank account. It'll be paid, of course. Eventually.
Right.
Tempting. But I want to work for... And no one person can be as... But tell you what, come back in a few hours.
Okay, fine.
Later.
As far as not being as evil as Galbank, madam, I'll have you know. In other universes, I unleashed an entire pirate fleet and organized for mind control devices to hit the regular market. I started wars.
Ranger?
I've done some really evil shit. Just not here. Wasn't all it was cracked up to be, really. Let's see. What are we doing? Rare earth pit, right. Why is it sending me to the spaceport for this one? Do I have the right thing selected? This is not where it had me place this last time. Oh, very well. Off to the next thing. There's another companion you can get here, down in the well. Little robot character. Set that one as active so I can actually find the stupid thing.
Keep your nose clean. Last thing I want is
Dang, lever's not on this side. I have to go up this way. Alright, Roybot, what seems to be the trouble? How informative. 2 power circuits and 3 0 wire. Well, yes, broken side noises. I'll be right back.
Hi, mister.
I lost the ball. I could go on a massacre to try and get it back, but that feels like an overreaction. I know there's a back way into the lodge from here, but I also can't remember where that is. Wait, did the light just change? Not sure if I'm seeing things or not.
Again, who do you think will be the first to ask us questions? Mateo or Noel?
I don't intend to talk to anybody while we're here. Alright, that was 3 0 wire. And 2 power circuits, for which I need positron batteries and paramagnon conductors. Paramagnon conductors I can just make. Positron battery, I need a Tau grade rheostat. But I had to use some 0 wire to make all that, so now I gotta go down and make that as well, again. How many of these do I have on hand? It's not telling me. Oh wait, there we go. I've already got one. No, that's how many I'm making. Screw it, I'll make 3. That way I know I've got enough. And I pressed the wrong button. Alright, let's go repair the silly little robot. Now, if I didn't have the raw materials on hand, I could have gone and mined those up. That would have taken forever. So it probably would have been faster just to go buy them at the exchange down by the spaceport. It's usually faster just to go buy your minerals than to mine them out yourself, it's a little more expensive, but it's not as though money is particularly hard to come by in this game. Even if you don't have like 10 million in credit sticks just sitting on your bedside table.
Another day?
Indeed. Poke the button. Yes, yes. Be healed. Alright, you are D2 wanna be. Let's go. Yeah, fine. Sign him to the ship, because everybody else is there anyway. And he's a robot, so he doesn't take up a bed. Very important to have the right number of beds on your starship, otherwise people get cranky. And I think it said that I can go and pick up the pets now. So, that's next on the agenda.
Saw your ship come in.
If you ask me, it's always a good time for a Terran brew.
Well, that just makes you an addict. And now you have a guinea pig. Pretty much the only Earth animal in the game. Because, though, honestly, if we have guinea pigs, I fail to believe that nobody brought dogs, cats, horses, pigs, cows, chickens. Why did that escape me for that long? Ugh. Getting old. Mine's going. Anyway. Yeah, no, if people brought guinea pigs, most other domestic animals, at least small ones, would have made it as well. I could see maybe, you know, cows not making it because they're larger. Maybe not horses either. But I mean, if people are bringing guinea pigs, they're bringing cats. And they're bringing at least small dogs. Just, hey, songbirds too, really. Alright. Come with me, platypus. You have now been acquired. Alright, so. Next, we find a place to put these. And after I've got these installed somewhere, I'll actually get off my butt and go properly begin the Terran Armada content.
People joke.
Just wanted to clear out some of these other minor side quests that you can do while in New Atlantis, since I was already there. I'm not sure why it's pointing me up. My ship is decidedly not that way. So this is my starship, and I've got to say that the shipbuilder is by far one of my favorite features in this game, if not my favorite feature in this game. Of all the things wrong with it, the shipbuilder is one thing that they really did get right. I also rather enjoy the ship combat. This is one of the largest ships I think that you can build. I could add more decks, but at least as far as length and width, without modding the limits, this is pretty much at those limits. Let's see. I do have a couple of mods in here to allow me more options for building the ship, most notably the Matilja guns, because who doesn't want great big ship cannons on their great big ship? And also the Trident tabs, which is why my cockpit looks like it's blinged out. Because it is. Why fly a warship when you can fly a battle
Got
palace?
anything you need to offload? Trade authorities always buy. Yes, right.
So this is my ship. I'm using the Trident tabs for pretty much everything, and also the place doors anywhere so that it actually flows like something designed by a human and not somebody trying to design the labyrinth. Got crew quarters and guest quarters here. Actually, several crew quarters around, but that's the first one. Brig's
Need me
over
for something,
here.
boss?
Docking rings there.
Hey, Captain.
Also, I've very obviously got mods in so I can have more crew members than usual because, well, having a small crew is just kind of lame. And here's the medical facility. And here's my clone, or the copy of myself that exists in this universe.
Good to
Because
see
this is one of the variants. That wasn't where I expected it to go. Here we go. Second floor. The second floor features the battle stations. More crew cabins. This person unfortunately got screwed, but I can't flip this thing around to put the cabins on the outside so that his room isn't a pass-through. So whoever sleeps there, they're just kind of stuck. Also got an indoor pool, very essential for any starship, having your own pool with its own bar. More living quarters, the galley, and the main dining room. Garden is another essential feature of any starship. As is a second bar and lounge, and yet more living quarters. I'm not kidding when I said that my ethos for building this thing was Battle Palace. I wanted it to be both comfortable and absolutely lethal. And it is. Oh yeah. That's another mod, is actually being able to have a radio that you can place anywhere. Because for some reason, in the distant space future, you don't just have radios naturally. And these people are all bunched up around this nook here, which would be a ready room. Except I don't really need it, because I've got the captain's quarters back here with another ready room, bathroom, dining hall, bedroom, and over here on the side, an armory. That is empty because I have all my guns at my home. Speaking of which,
A remote move filled with life in ideal performance. The only problem is that mode.
yeah, this is another mod. It actually shows the color of the stars rather than just having them look white, which is nice. Makes the whole thing prettier. Though I'm not sure why these aren't lit up. I've been there, haven't I? Maybe I haven't been there on this run. Oh well. I guess it just lights them up once you've actually gone to them, so there are a number of star systems I haven't visited in this particular universe. But for now, I'm gonna head to Olympus, Soy, and I've got a home. But we're going to land at Outpost 1. Because Outpost 1 is literally just a landing pad as close to my house as I could get it.
I will never grow weary of seeing places like this.
So while this player house is in game, I've got it modded to have furniture in it. Unfortunately, the mod breaks the front door, so I can't get in that way. Which kind of sucks. Luckily, there's another way in. So this is where I actually have the armory with all of the guns in it. As well as spacesuits from the various adventures I've had in this universe. But the main reason we came here is to put the pets down. So I need to find a space for them. Let's see. Got the Bloody Pig and the Rare Earth Pig. I need 2 fiber. How do I close this thing? There we go. I can still go out the front door. I just can't use it to get back in. Nope, that gives structure. Nutrients. Sealant. Wait, that gives fiber. I'm sorry. Alright, now that I've got the fiber, there we go. I'm trying to remember all the buttons because it's been a hot minute since I played all this. Put in the Platy Pig. No, dang it. There it is. I don't know, I feel like the Rare Earth Pig might deserve pride of place. Put him up in the main family room. There you go. Alright. With that out of the way, actually going to get on with playing the freaking Terran Armada content. So, sorry for taking so long to do that. Actually get on with the main storyline forthwith. Round and round and round we go.
docking into orbit now.
Okay, we should probably actually, you know, send power to the guns and engines and shields and literally everything. What's wrong with you people? Alright. Off we go.
Must have been a good jump. We're still in one piece.
Hey Vanguard, this is Agent. Welcome to the search party. My name's Agent Yamoja. Happy to have your help.
Agent?
I'm with Aegis. I know this isn't technically UC space, but given the circumstances, I don't think that matters.
Okay. Vanguard always
Very
answers the
nice.
call.
You guys go above and beyond. Supra et ultra. So here's the details. We're looking for a Trident luxury liner. She's a big girl, but space is bigger, and it's definitely been a challenge to canvass the area.
Found anything so far?
But every parsec we scan, we get that much closer to finding it.
Okay. Well, that's alright, you now have me.
Let's hope that bravado pays off. One place we haven't explored a ton is the asteroid field up ahead. A few ships have peeked around there, but haven't stuck their heads in.
Well, I
But you have
guess
my
I'll help you.
gratitude. Let me send you the telemetry data on where to scout.
Alright. Get yourselves pointed in the right direction, and try out the new free lanes thing. This is the feature they added in free lanes where you can actually fly from point to point instead of just using the fast travel. Yet another thing that really should have been in-game from the beginning, but for some reason just kind of wasn't. And I'm not sure what's pulling me off course or why.
In the heart of Aquila City, Galbank was robbed by the Shaw gang. Local security and the Freestar Rangers surrounded the bank and thus began a long...
Okay, I think that's another
tense
point of interest. That's probably what it was trying to pull me towards. Let's disable the autopilot. Let's see what that other thing is. Because why not get distracted immediately, right? Well, for one thing, I have no idea where it is. When I look at it, it disappears. Why does it disappear when I'm looking for it? Forget it. If it's not gonna stick around, I'm not gonna waste my time looking for it. I feel like they could have maybe done a little bit better job with this. It's taken quite a while just to get there. Another one. Is it just gonna keep popping these things up? what have we got? Okay, we have an ecliptic satellite. What am I supposed to do with this? Oh, okay, I guess I stole their money and now they want to try and kill me. Nice thing about turrets is I don't actually have to look at them to kill them. The computer does it for me. I didn't even fire a shot that entire engagement. Alright, what sort of loot and spoils did I get? Credits, water... It's one of the downsides of this game, and honestly a lot of Bethesda games. It's always a question of, is the loot worth the effort? And a lot of times it's just kind of not. Especially not when you're late in the game, you've already got tons and tons of money. You don't really need more, and the only thing I can do with most of this stuff would be to sell it, because I don't really want to build anything. There's not a point. It's just kind of a... It's almost a waste of time to kill these guys. Almost. But then there's still the principle of the thing. I mean, they did shoot at me. And we'll just fast travel. Alright. Nice, lovely ring planet. Very pretty. Let's go ahead and scan it while I'm here. Yay, it's completely surveyed, because it's a gas giant and there's fuck all on it. Pretty much dead frozen rock, but it's got, you know, ice and I think that's copper. No, an abandoned bionics lab. And this is what I'm actually after. Am I already at that location? Fair enough. That's our agent. No, let's do a quick scan while we're here. Apart from the gravity, that seems like a fairly nice world. But 2x gravity is going to be a pain in the butt. And the reason I'm picking up traits from orbit constantly is yet another mod, because frankly, I ran around surveying those things before the map got updated, before anything got updated, and it was an absolute pain in the ass to find any of them, so I'm not doing that again. Now where the heck is my target? Why am I still 99 light seconds away? And if I fly to it, I expected I would actually, you know, fly to it. to be somewhere in this asteroid belt. Okay, those two were freaking out there for a second. Nothing to see here. Why am I not going up? I need to... Rise, rise! Yay, I hit it. Okay, nothing there. There she blows.
Pressure normalized, and we're docked.
Alright, let's go aboard. Well, this seems like it's having a bad day. And if it's not nailed down... Oh, that man is... bit dead. Let's see here. Nah, nothing I want. Are there any notes here? Oh, just a corpse. Oh my. We seem to have multiple corpses. Alright, gonna need to find a power cell to get that back on. And I need to eat and drink. Great. Ooh, soba. Not really seeing a whole lot here that I have any particular interest in. It's another problem with being late game is that you've pretty much got everything you want already, so there's not a whole lot of reason to loot most things, other than to see if anybody's got anything new. Why do I have 100 poutine? I forgot to drop those off. Oh well. I'm surprised they're not throwing off my weight even more than they are.
Someone locked that for a reason. Let us see what it is.
Don't search me. Nothing here looks like it's worth hiding. Might have screwed this one up, not sure. Yep, I have definitely screwed this up. All right. That's it. I kind of hate that compared to the older system. 'Cause depending on what you get, it can take a long-ass time to sort those out. But this one at least did have worthwhile loot in it. Shot dead on the toilet. That's rough. Now, what do we hear?
ETA on getting the lights back on? I don't know. I'm not an engineer. But it doesn't look like anything's actually wrong. They're disrupting power somehow. The systems won't switch over. Alright, we tried. Call it quits and book it out of here while we can. Hold on. Give me a minute first. I might be able to use the reserves to squeeze out a signal long enough for a quick message. God. Ellie, they're here. I can hear them. Please, we have to go. Okay, got it. Testing. This is Ellie Ical, aboard the Opulence Stars. If anyone can hear this, we've been attacked by... Ellie, this is... Daniel? No, you must...
Well, that sucks. Power cells. Old power cells. Okay, cool. Now we can get that door open.
Elevator offline. Restore local power to resume functionality.
Oh, of course. Okay.
Spoils of victory. Hopefully they amount to something.
More like grave robbery in this case, since they were already dead, but, you know, sure. That behind. Ooh, Panacea. That is actually pretty good. Those are somewhat rare, Panaceas are. must use the suspiciously placed and very large vent. I just locked myself in. Alright, elevator's back up and running. Off we go to the next part of the ship. Trying to find somebody who's alive, maybe. Can explain what the hell happened. Well, so much for finding somebody alive. At least so far. Didn't even let the man finish his toast. Criminal. Oh dear. Alright, yeah, I don't want to deal with all this. And that was still the wrong thing to do, it would appear. The hell? I really miss the old lockpicking game. I mean, I know it's the glorious space future, it wouldn't make sense to have, you know, a bobby pin or something to pick a mechanical lock in this setting, but it was simple, it worked. I swear, when I see the master locks, I just kind of die a little inside, knowing I'll be there for 5 minutes. Trying to sort out exactly how the hell it's supposed to be opened. Cred sticks. Money is always good. Hate these ones. Nope, that was wrong. Got it. Alright, and guess those are okay to sell. value. Nothing of value. More corpses.
Winner takes all this stiff race, is it not?
And yet more corpses. Oh wait, we've got screaming. I should probably go look into that.
No! Please!
There's no door handle here. Alright. Let's kill some robots. That is much less effective than I had expected. And my aim is shit. Ooh, X-Tech. Alright, where's the rest of them? There's one. Pretty good. For some reason I expected that to be an automatic. Okay, I guess she's taking it. I should probably be dead. Okay. Is this one an automatic? Yes, it is. An arc welder. Fantastic. Usually those have like a minigun or something in there. Grim? Oh right, this is where that glass door was that I couldn't get through a second ago. Time to start looting the cabins. Rich people being rich. Good for them, I guess. Do I want an antique toy motorcycle? Yeah, sure, why not? Not like these guys are gonna use it anymore. Hooray, I didn't screw that one up. That was a mistake. Very stupid mistake. I'm just not doing very well at this one. It's gotta be that. And that. Okay. And all that effort is for 114 credits. No, wait, I'm sorry, more like 263 credits. Yay, pocket change.
Do this without locking us out of the system.
That has literally never happened. I have no idea what you're on about. It's not a feature in the game at all. Another thing I really do not like about this different system they've gone to for lockpicking and hacking, you just burn through your lockpicks. Huh. That's new. Are they aping the lightsaber mod? I mean, they do have a tendency to ape whatever gets popular. This isn't even a lightsaber mod, it's... feels like a neon light. They are straight up ripping off the lightsaber mod. Good grief. Shameless. At least I think they had... That's not part of the lightsaber mod, is it? Did it get updated with this? It doesn't look like the normal... I'll have to check later. I mean, it's using lightsaber deactivation sounds. Star Shard. Can at least sell that. Did I already loot this one? No, I didn't. Would have taken those. Drugs. never anything in the bathrooms for some reason. Alright.
Your skill with.
That's kind of a fun gun if it's got the automatic on it.
Locks is admirable.
It's fun, but there's better options. Which technically is also true for the drum beat, and I'm using that, so... And we're in. And this is... There's not a lot here. This one doesn't even have a wait, yes it does. I was about to say. I mean, I'm really thinking that this is actually native to the game, and Bethesda just stole the idea for the lightsaber mod. I mean, they stole the idea for the freaking, where is it? The database, this thing. This was a mod. Somebody else did this first, a different way. It's not the first time. Almost certainly won't be the last time they steal a mod idea that they think is good, but it does get a little frustrating sometimes. It's like, you know, somebody put a lot of work and effort into that, and now you basically just take their idea. Of course, they're also doing that thing where they will monetize mods, and if you pay them, your mod can be in the game without disabling achievements. But a free version of your mod will disable achievements. Which is just shameless cash grab. Like, the monetization on this game is less than ideal, in my opinion. Give me that liquor. Chocolate, pie, grapes. You gotta grab the important stuff, you know? Wonder if I'm not looting too many of these. Meh. Yeah, I'll take the gun. I can at least sell that. we've finished looting the cabins. Now, where the heck were we supposed to go?
VIP card required for elevator access.
I may have missed some things. Clearly, I am the best at paying attention. I totally did not walk past 2 separate VIP access cards. The very idea is ridiculous, and I don't know why you'd say such a thing. Where did they indicate that other one was? I guess it isn't really important. Oh, those are all.
Suppress the hostile.
Wow. This sucks. It's slow and it does practically no damage. I'm gonna die.
Major damage to internals. The Terran Armada.
Let's swap to something a little different.
Has been damage to cranial.
Better. Much, much better. Still, as much fun as that is, I think maybe it's time to stop screwing around a bit. Ooh, more X-Tech. See, I've got 77 digipicks left. And I started in here with like 93. I've burned through over, like, not quite 20, just so far. It's kind of nuts how quickly you go through them in this game if you actually bother to unlock things. And it also is not exactly rewarding because a lot of the time when you unlock things, it doesn't have anything particularly special. But you never know what's going to be in there until you unlock it. So you spend a lot of time and effort unlocking and using up lock picks to find things that don't matter. I don't know. Probably an argument to be made, at least, to just retain lock picks for getting through doors you need to move through, rather than unlocking chests that frequently just have randomly generated loot that isn't all that spectacular. Seriously though, I mean, I know melee weapons aren't exactly great in this game, but that was really bad. No, don't do that. try this one more time, but... Nope. Don't think this is gonna work out, unfortunately.
Where did you learn to do that? I imagine it was not part of your training as a miner.
Be surprised the kinds of things we learn as miners. I am really going to die if I keep using this.
Are you prepared to die?
Don't expect me alive, to be honest. Tough bastard. Well, that's sad. Did that say ballistic missile? That didn't say ballistic missile. Ballistic rifle. Right. Yes. That makes way more sense.
Take what you must. Leave the rest for the scavengers.
Yes, the scavengers. Which I am definitely not one of those. Definitely. I am... I'm in recycling. Corpses everywhere, and not a, like, eat, but, yeah, no, cannibalism is not a thing we do in this game. That's in Fallout. Vault key. That looks important, especially since it was marked by the quest marker. Hooray! More dead robots. X-Tech, thank you. Terran Armada Grunt. An armored spacesuit. A regular spacesuit. An armored pack. Regular pack. Right. This guy looks like he charged this bot. Actually managed to take it down, so good on him. Hey, more X-Tech.
Well,
Curious, what would I look like with that? Okay, so this does a lot of damage mitigation. These are not really comparable, not even a little. But how do they look?
either we press on or we turn back. Your call.
I guess they look okay. Just kind of hard to give up the Gravis suit. Well, doesn't look like I'll be stealing from the vault. Technician, antiseptic, mirrored. It's okay. More X-Tech, more credits. Alright, let's go press the button.
If you're listening to this, then whatever scan those Terrans used to identify us is working. And you're not one of them. I'm sorry for locking you in here. I wish I could explain everything right now, but I can't. I don't know what's going on, and I don't imagine there's much time, so just trust me for now. Please. Take this chip and place it in a robotic frame. If all goes well, they'll take things from there.
Okay. I mean, I always trust strange voices coming out of computers and ships that have recently been assaulted by murderous people from unknown origins.
Take a moment. See if there's anything here we should take.
Not paying attention, are you?
Starting up. Initializing. Current frame. Registered as Terran. Aggression levels. Elevated. Evaluating adversarial response. Do not interrupt diagnostics process. Analysis rudimentary, but not inaccurate. Target appears to possess some modicum of observation.
I don't like being referred to as target.
Deferred. Control routed to processor. Full list of effective measures. Array will not proceed until current process has finished running.
Yeah, I don't really have time
is
for this.
function of relative measurement. variable possessed in large quantities. Claim irrelevant to objective delineation of concept. Time. Continuing analysis. Request specimen. Refrain from interruptions. Security logs. Damage reports. Current status. And chance of survival being scanned and assimilated. Not another anything. Unit is one of a kind. Special. Terrans
Of course you are.
limited. Technology inefficient. Comparison rejected. Displeasure ongoing. Concern is secondary. Must deal with current specimen before proceeding. Scans indicate present human is non-Terran. Updating interaction accordingly. Proposal. Assist me as secondary. Creator's mission must be completed. Led to my
Who made that
creation,
ship?
but data chip origin incidental. True achievement in evolving beyond designed potential. Delta unit can provide further data if you assist. This arrangement will lead to completion of mission.
I'm not even sure
Constrained
who or
by
what you
Terran
are yet.
frame, but enhanced mobility and calculations present unique advantages. Full capabilities would overwhelm your cognition.
Uh-huh.
Superior in every way to you is likely sufficient. Though your presence not entirely without use. Require auxiliary support to retrieve creator. Human opposes Terrans. Can obtain further vantage through Delta unit. This arrangement benefits all involved. Sufficient?
Not all things remain as they are created. Perhaps we should see what this one does with the gift of life.
Derived from differential between two units of notable disparity. Benchmark includes gulf between Delta and others. Label eases cognitive burden for stunted rate of processing speed in humans.
Doesn't lack for confidence, does he?
Physical prowess and observed intellect appear rudimentary. Terran frame and Delta processor allow far greater efficiency in combat than yours. Additional points. Creator led to Delta can provide further objective benefit as ally. Minimum requirements for agreement have been met. Terms accept establishing new moniker. Auxiliary human. Recompiling.
You could just call me by name or something.
Accordingly.
Or captain.
Stand back during local interface.
Even accept user.
Initiating bypass sequence. Breaching encryption layer. Success. Combat subroutine.
Profit is never necessarily the aim, but there is something worth taking.
Or art goods.
Try that out next. Ah, superior. He actually had the good shit. Nope, not that. So that's 208, 88, and 98. That might be roughly equivalent to what the Gravis suit has. Where was that dog fight? There it is. No, that's not the one. know, it's somewhere. It's okay. This is the one. That's fun. Maybe a bit less punch, but fun. Maybe seriously lacking in punch. I know there was a fourth, but I can't remember where it fell, so it probably didn't have anything that great. Where were all these guys on my way in? Just hiding? Are they reinforcements? It's really just not explaining it at all. What's up?
Freeze. Right where you are.
I could do that, but I already told her I'm Vanguard, so that would be a little awkward. I mean, it's true, because it's a Bethesda game, so of course you're part of every single faction. Do I want to be a dick?
Aegis, Alodo. That means I'm the one asking the questions here. And what happens next depends on how you answer them.
Okay, well, I mean, you started being a dick.
So your little friend can shoot me anyway. Not a chance.
Intention to shoot depended on threat level to self, not auxiliary human.
Thanks.
You've got a very short window to tell... You have the nerve to play dumb with that thing. Isn't that convenient? The Terrans declare war on humanity and they, what? Seems to be playing along as an ally for now.
Are you always this trusting?
In my line of work, you don't have the luxury of believing things the way... I don't even trust the partners I work with, let alone foreign death machines making universal declarations of war. We might be better off tearing this thing down and getting the truth that way, instead of waiting for it to turn on us.
That also sounds fairly reasonable. But it's not the way the storyline is going to play out. That's called railroading. It's not, but anyway.
It's certainly a hard sell, but we might... At the very least, the fact we're even... But I'm not letting you two off that easily. If you're vouching for this thing, there are going to be conditions.
Incorrect.
I already signed the EULA.
Not thing. Delta.
Right. Delta. Quite the ego, it's got. I get the feeling you and this Delta are going to end up tipping the scales in all this. We'll see in which direction that ends up being soon enough. Either way, the people heading up this operation are going to want to see you about it. Both of you.
What kind
The
of
kind
people?
who have their fingers attached to a lot of strings, and who pull them when necessary.
Well, that tells me absolutely
The kind with
nothing.
powerful interests, some sure to align with yours. You should feel honored. Not that you have much of a choice.
I've got a choice. I could fly off to the ends of the galaxy and just ignore all of this. That would also be a complete waste of time, because I've already seen the far ends of the galaxy, but I'm just saying, I do have the choice.
Then you'll love what's to come. Meet them at Anchor Point. Dingy dive out on the free lanes. When you get there, order a Vocatus Vacuos at the bar. I'll send you the coordinates. And make sure you don't forget to bring our rogue Terran there. Best to keep friends close, and potential enemies closer.
Alright, back to the ship.
Find the interior of this ship
What the hell was that?
Hey, feel that wave over there? Some kind of EMP.
Energy signature consistent with Terran-based gravitational disruption technology. Gravitic devices will be rendered inert while active.
Disruption tech? Are you saying they took out our grav drives? That shouldn't be possible.
The limits of human imagination have no bearing on factual actuality.
Assuming what they say is true, we're basically dead in the water until we take out whatever's doing this. For now, see if you can pinpoint wherever that wave came from. Maybe the sensors picked something up.
Action unrequired. Location trace of Terran vessel already completed prior to unnecessary conversation.
Well, alright then.
Coordinates have been uploaded for auxiliary.
I am your
Sounds like you two have things handled then. I'll leave it to you.
Actually, I'm curious, what can I do with this sucker? Extend the barrel. Add laser. Standard optics. Oh, I can make it silent. Alright, armor-piercing rounds. High-powered. Change whether or not it's automatic or what. This is one thing I do really hate about Bethesda's system. Why is changing whether it's semi-automatic, fully automatic, or burst fire reducing its damage? That just makes no sense. Besides, even if you cut it in half with fully automatic, it's gonna fire way faster than that and still be way stronger. As long as you can maintain, you know, hitting the same target and not get knocked off by recoil. Can I make it rank 2? I can. Don't know if that'll actually make it stronger.
My sympathies to whomever faces that when you are done.
25% faster attack speed. And knocks out armor. Great. Did I pick up an accuracy module? Doesn't look like I did. Alright. I think I need to go down one floor. That'll let me get to the cockpit. Is one other thing I want to check while I'm here. So, okay, these are the old lightsabers that already came with the mod. 240, 276. What does the ones I picked up do? If I can figure out what the heck they are. There it is, 238. So, okay, that's in line with the kind of damage that the older ones would do. But I swear these were actually more effective weapons. Damn it. Keep doing that by accident.
I'm docking complete, Captain.
Light seconds away. Let's get over there.
A formidable structure. Enemy shield generator has been knocked out. Their shields are going. Preferably take them out.
Target's sitting there, but no grav drive now.
Yes, I think their grav drive is pretty thoroughly offline.
Green lights on outer hatch. We're docked.
Alright, let's see what we've got. Luxurious. Hyper padded. I haven't seen those armor sets yet. Alright, Delta, what have we got? What are we walking into?
Lead of Delta unit if you require guidance.
Okay. How did they shut our
Terrans
jump
possess
systems down?
apparatus that causes anomalous spikes in gravitational waves. leaving your rudimentary drives unable to calculate proper warp vectors. Gravity disruption technology, useful to prevent reinforcements from converging within the systems they are deployed. Solution: if gravity disruption ceases, spatial technology.
Okay.
Most likely outcome: concentrated Terran gravitational disruption key to Terran incursion strategy. If main forces are eliminated, numbers certain to overwhelm biologically limited auxiliary human. But Delta Unit.
Of course. This is not the best weapon for this environment. Let's see what's in the refinery. Oh jeez. I'm getting wrecked. I need to eat and drink.
Nothing else numbs the pain like alcohol, physical or emotional.
Beginning enemy obituary.
You make obituaries for robots? These ones don't seem sentient. Just saying. Also, no wait, I am taking damage. I feel like I should be taking more damage than I am. But I can't think why I wouldn't be taking damage. I don't have God mode on. Can't think of any mod I've got that would do that. Maybe I just got lucky? Because that certainly hurt. Oh hey, refinery access code. That's probably useful. Oh, these are the unarmored variants. Yeah, I want those. Definitely want those. Well, I'll probably need that code later. I should probably check the bodies for X-Tech. Fusion Stealth Pack.
We
That's
can
another
always
one I
just
haven't
grab
seen
things and
before.
evaluate them later.
Dang it. No, not that. You got anything useful? Maybe that.
This reminds me of a food processing plant I once visited. They were using local fauna and the smell was... well, you had to be there.
Well, I'd like to check more of the bodies for X-Tech, but I can't find them readily. So I'm not going to worry about it. There will be more opportunities later. Good job. Totally missed. Shit. Yay! Level 169. Hey, there's some X-Tech. Fabulous, fabulous. Is that a vent? How in the world did I... Well, I mean, I guess you could use those to sort of sneak around, avoid most of the fire. Instead of just, you know, charging in blindly. But where's the fun in that? Down. Let's hack into this sucker. Alright, let's try that again. It's blue, so there's supposed to be some way to line. There we go. Alright, Class X assault ship, Terran Claimer, robot units active, landing bay occupied. Emergency robot shutdown. Yep. So I need to set the refinery to melt down, but that should be last after doing the... after figuring out how to turn off the dadgum grav disruptor. Okay, there's the engineering access code. Nice, nice. Why is there a ship inside of another ship? I mean, this ship didn't seem large enough to need a secondary sub-ship. Am I not going to turn off the grav wave first? Am I just going to blow up the ship?
I think by now every factory in the systems will be fully automated.
I guess that's what we're doing, because I don't see anything else possibly going on here. Alright. Emergency shutdown. Of course. Always another step, always another yak. The shaving will continue.
Warning. Refinery safety levels critical. Please report to the refinery and follow safety protocols.
Why is there a refinery aboard a starship? Like, what are they refining? Was this a mining ship? Why would you send a mining ship as one of your frontline, like, attack ships? I don't know, I feel like this hasn't been thought through all the way. Which is sadly characteristic of Starfield. See Aquila City.
Docking seal released.
Process complete.
I love making fireworks.
No explosions of that magnitude recorded. Electromagnetic pulses that resulted run on a different visual spectrum. Attempts at awareness requires improvement. Lowering appreciation variable.
Looks like you finally made yourself useful.
Appears lacking. Would not be able to proceed without my capabilities. Your support was acceptable.
Yes, however would I shoot robots and turn valves or get into computers or press buttons without you? I couldn't possibly have figured any of that out on my own.
Data has been duplicated and stored, but will take time to sort and analyze. Let us continue mission. We'll revisit query at later time. If beneficial to completion of current mission, we'll comply. For now.
Cleared an incursion. Incursions are assaults by the Terran Armada. The Terran Armada blocks fast travel to and from locations with major incursions. To reach a major incursion, use cruise mode. If the major incursion is in another system, grav jump to any other location in that system and then use cruise mode. Clear a major incursion to re-enable fast travel to and from that location. Alright. Can I fly around? Yes, I can. And we're off to Algorab.
A mercenary company known as Ecliptic is now...
Okay. Apparently somebody wants to play.
And the fact that they initially still employ the services.
Target's shield system is fried.
This is so much fun!
Is there only one ship that attacked me? Whoops, wrong button. Well, anyway. May as well take some scans while I'm here.
Eklund ships may be good, but so what? A ridiculous amount of credits was dumped into them. But Hope Tech, that's all Ron Hope. One man with true vision.
I'm not doing this. I keep finding this one. I've seen the same freaking special encounter like 5 times. I'm tempted to just blow them both up to put them out of my misery. But we're not gonna do that.
I mean, trucks in space? Really?
Polvo was a backwater collection of hydroponic.
Apparently there's... can't travel to it readily. you haven't... I can't find the damn thing.
Alex Farmers,
Got no
till
marker.
Ron Hope
Oh, for
brought
God's sake.
them into the 24th century.
There it is. Wait, what the hell? Okay. And my sound is not working. Or at least my engines aren't making any noise for some inexplicable reason. This is gonna take a minute. Wouldn't kill them to have these pop up less frequently. Derelict ship. Of course I'll just dock with that without any questions.
Ship's docked. Let's go.
Yay! Poisoning! That's actually getting kind of bad. Let's get off this murder ship for a minute.
You're listening to the Settled Systems News Network. The tracker's target. This newest spate of violence has renewed the call for stricter regulation of the tracker's alliance.
Alright, now that I'm not about to die, let's take another look. Asteroid field. Something wrong with the grav drive. Never seen the plank mapping take that long. Stuck in a loop until I diverted all power to the drive. Should have realized it was busted and run diagnostic, but I decided to punch through, so instead of jumping, we landed in the middle of an asteroid field. Alright. Had Iris do a post-mortem and analyze the system. And that was just for starters. Alexi and Pete have been combing over the rest of the ship, and the news is grim. Collision caused stress fracture in multiple exhaust pipes. Scan of the air quality shows high levels of ammonia and hydrogen chloride. Okay. Haven't seen another ship pass by for days. Now I've got corrosive liquid flooding the ship on top of gas leaks, and the cockpit is off limits. So we'll have to cross our fingers and pray someone docks with the ship. Ship is done, no repair job can fix it now, and since our rescue is our only hope, we're going to seal ourselves in the crew quarters and wait it out. Well, that apparently did not go as planned. Oh, come on, I still got poisoning? Do. Well, that's all very sad. Which is pretty much how it goes with a lot of the lost ships. Very few of them end happily. Oddly enough, traveling space is dangerous.
We're asked to remind listeners that those in possession of Aurora are subject to fines and or imprisonment, and is a clear threat to public safety.
Great serpent himself.
At its finest. SS and N.
Oh, only one thing left to do.
Ships separated. Engaging drive.
Wait, is that still being marked as a point of interest, even though I blew it up? Huh. not expect that. I want to look at the ship. Well, okay, never mind. I guess I don't want to look at the ship, because the ship's not there anymore. They seriously need to pop these things up only one at a time. I should not be having to choose between going to a ship, or the anomaly, or the actual target. And now it looks like there's something behind me as well. Why are there always asteroids whenever you come out of it? Like, why are they not just, you know, sitting in the dead of space?
Nice clean dock there.
What the heck is going on? Okay. Credits. More credits. Oh, here we go. O2 scrubbers are shot. We don't have much time left. The captain says he has a plan and sent us down here, but I think they locked the door. I have no idea what they're planning, but I hope they're okay up there. We can't breathe and everything is starting to fade. Please hurry. Oh, that's not great. Oh, contraband. What do we got? We got Xenotech, mech parts, drugs, human organs, sentient AI adapters, and stolen artwork. Lovely. Those should sell. Okay. They sealed them in the larger part of the ship? The heck? And with the cockpit. Like, they're not exactly sealed away. They could just go straight to the cockpit. What was the point of having them go down there? They weren't even sealed into the crew compartment. Did Did they just bork how they designed this ship? Need to eat and drink again. Alright, well. Is this where I just was? Must be getting tired. Totally missed this. This ship design is weird. Wow, that's also really dark and grim. Be nice to find one of these derelicts with some people alive in it, you know?
Plans released.
Burial in space it is.
Stable. Thrusters are
It's very peaceful out here. But they maybe could have put it a little bit closer so it doesn't take quite so long to get out here. Ah, yes, a third ship. Why not? So that one's farther away than the station itself. Oh, screw that. I'm not doing that.
Here at Anchor Point, we offer cold drinks, supplies of all kinds, and a comfortable place to relax.
Okay.
Welcome to Anchor Point, the perfect place to relax and resupply. Need a break from traveling the free lanes? We're here to serve you.
Alright, fine then. Figured there'd be some form of a conversation, not just random lines, but very well.
Noted. Adjustments made to landing hatch. Small-scale collision.
Okay.
I don't know much, but I do know ships. Haven't been here real long, so not much. I can tell you, it's a near a miracle the place is still in one piece. That, and we get all kinds of interesting folks through here, if you catch my drift. Mr.
Smuggling
Saints,
station.
the one
Excellent.
in charge. I'm sure he can tell you the whole history of the place.
Okay.
See you.
We should evacuate. The spacers could already be on their way.
Give up Anchor Point? Hell no. Why not send one of your people?
To attack a spacer stronghold head on? No way I'd give that order.
Then hire someone. One of the patrons will. I'll pay the cost. Just do it fast.
Sounds like you've got a problem. I have several ballistic solutions.
You might want to get out of here while you still can. Spacers are planning a raid on this place. There's a spacer gang that makes... They've caused trouble before, but word is they've got a new leader who's violent. Ever since they've been. One of them threatened to shoot up patrons. His friends stormed out, promising to come back. They said they were bringing... We'll do our best to protect you, but there's... I can't guarantee you. Really?
Yeah,
Sounds
really.
like you've got experience with this kind of thing.
I
I'm
did.
glad you got here when you did. Now listen, there's no need for excessive bloodshed here.
Well, okay, that's
Take out
option
the
A off the
leader and
table.
they'll get the message. Good luck out there.
Fine. Go kill like one guy instead of 20, I suppose. First things first, I need to sell off some contraband.
It's said that the bargain is only fair when both sides are equally unhappy with it. I've always found that amusing. Gillian Bryce, I offer... Likewise. And may I have a network of buyers interested in being controlled substances. Of course, for the rest.
By which he no doubt means a ship's captain willing to risk.
So you need a smuggler.
Not quite. There's a little. Occasionally, in dire circumstances, I have the location of one such lost shipment. There could be other interested. A sense of adventure. You'll do well for yourself. I'll pass along the... when you have the cargo.
Okay.
Certainly.
Now with all of that, surely I can sell him my contraband, right? Right? Yes, I can! Fantastic! Doesn't always work that way, for some asinine reason.
I previously worked with the station's owner. There was some unfortunate business involving my accounting duties with the Vanguard. When I got out, it was the best of a very...
Cool.
That's a personal matter.
Well, fine. Be that way.
Ours is a business relation. I trust that if I keep up my end of the bargain, nobody else was. I was grateful for the... Now, how can...
Well, that's pretty much it.
Very well.
Do I go kill that guy now, or do I explore the rest of the station? Actually, honestly, I'm getting a bit tired and think I'm kind of fading. So, I think I'm actually going to call this one here. Probably pick it back up tomorrow. Well, if I've got time. Anyway. Thank you all for watching, and you'll have a good night.